Hi, for this video what we're going to do is we're going to solve a compound inequality. This particular one is an OR inequality, which means that either one or the other must be true. With an OR inequality, they don't both have to be true. It is possible that both of them are true, but it's one or the other must be true. So with this, basically all you have to do is you just solve each inequality individually of each other. So you would take this, basically you have two equations that you're or inequalities that you're solving at the same time, and either one of the solution sets is an acceptable answer. So with this one, what we're going to do is we're going to subtract 2 from both sides to get x by itself. So we have 7x is greater than or equal to -7. And then we would just simply get x by itself. So we can see that our first answer is that x has to be greater than or equal to -1. We would do the same thing with the second equation. So we would go through and solve the second equation. Remember, our goal is to get x by itself in this one as well. So we would add 5 to both sides. And with this, we have -10x is greater than 40, and you have to be very careful with this because remember that every time you're solving an inequality, if you're multiplying or dividing by a negative, you must switch the inequality sign. So with this, we would see that x has to be less than, so we always have to change the sign when we're dividing by a negative. So this becomes less than -4. So your solution set can be written this way. If you do need to graph this, what you would do is draw a number line. And we see that 0 is in the middle. And then we would have -1, -2, -3, -4. And so at -4, we're looking for all values less than -4, not including it. So we would go ahead and draw an open circle. For the x is greater than or equal to -1, we would close that in and we're looking for all values to the right of -1. So this is what our graph would look like. If you are in a course where you have to deal with set notation, you would do x such that x is less than -4 or x is greater than or equal to -1. And if you're working in interval notation, you would start from left to right. So from left to right, we would start at -infinity up to -4, and we would use a soft parenthesis because it does not include this one. Or we would have from -1, and this time we would put it in a bracket because it includes it up to +infinity. So if you're dealing with interval notation, this is how you would write your solution. If you're dealing with set notation, you would write it like this. And if you're dealing with neither, you can just leave it in the form that it is written in. As always, thanks for watching. Please continue to check out all the other video content that I make. If you have any questions or don't see some topics that you need help with, please just let me know.